As the insurance industry continues to take a good look at itself and its practices, much attention is turned to identifying the changing face of the insurance customer. Mair of Vero Insurance says they made a few key discoveries in the process of writing their report on the subject, released in August.
It's very clear that customer buying behaviours and preferences are starting to change, not just in insurance but everywhere. Insurance is not immune from those changes in behaviours or preferences, so that presents both challenges and opportunities for brokers into the future. I think if you think about the customers that are starting to look at the choice, they run small businesses, they're very time poor, they don't have a lot of time to do things outside their business, and they're also working on their work-life balance as well. So things like insurance tend to be an afterthought and something that they do outside core business hours because they spend so much time in their business. So that accessibility, that availability 24 hours a day is important. Access to good quality information is really important, and there is a lot of that online.
Mair highlights the immediate need for the space to be mindful of these changes and to adapt to the needs of the younger, more tech-savvy customer.
I think one of the other things that we need to bear in mind as an industry is that things are changing, and people coming through, the younger people, the females who are now coming through running their own businesses, have different expectations to what have been traditional relationships. So the nature of relationships is changing and has changed over the last few years and will continue to evolve. And technology and digital is playing an important role in that transition. So to stay relevant and to continue to add value, brokers need to make sure that they are using all the available channels out there to access, and making sure they are changing their business to reflect the different types of business owners that are coming through. Younger people are far more tech savvy, they've grown up on the internet, they click for everything including their insurance. They need to embrace the same technologies that their clients are embracing, because otherwise they're potentially limiting their options in terms of how they communicate, how they access existing and potential clients. Online's not the answer to everything, but it certainly is becoming an increasingly popular way for people to source information as well as transact.
Mair also notes that the industry needs to be mindful that customers are benchmarking their insurance experience not only against other claims experiences, but also against their experience with other financial industries.
And I guess the other thing to bear in mind is that consumers are out there, they're not just benchmarking the experience they're having online with other insurance companies, they're benchmarking our industry against all the other industries, and that becomes the benchmark. So their expectations are being set outside the industry rather than necessarily inside the industry. So the more quickly people embrace and lift the participation rate within our industry closer to what's going on in some of the other more leading industries in terms of technology and online experience, the better place they'll be for the future.
This is Hannah Temple reporting for Insurance Business Online.